It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next is C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they'll be led out by a former first-rounder in his 4th year now out of Utah State, Jordan Love.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 2. First carry now for Joshua Kelly, the former Bruin. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The numbers for Kelly a week ago. 23 carries, 92 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Over the middle, complete. That's Kelly. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. They give up the middle to Kelly. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. We can look at this Patriots defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the passer, number 28.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, if there's any question, you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. This is taken at the 10. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by an exciting athlete. 4th overall pick of the draft out of Florida, Anthony Richardson.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Matt Ioannidis bullying his way in and sticking him to the turf. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. Now Richardson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
A little juke. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Patriots 45-yard line.
Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They run up the gut with Kelly. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Love now on 2nd down. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver there was Donald Parham, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Take a look at this Patriots defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Now Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Donald Parham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon.
We're still in the 1st quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now it's Richardson. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. Here's Richardson to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Taco Charlton in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That one caught by Rice. That'll go for a gain of 7. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Richardson. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here is Washington now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
A gain there of 21 yards. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game of their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles, really put it on those receivers.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. A give. This is Kelly. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A few issues here on the offensive line, apparently. He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. As they've got it as we resume action. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Got his man, it's Warren. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. Is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw now. Here's Love. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Now a second down throw for Love here. Targets and finds Reynolds once more. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, Love to pass. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting roughed backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll hand it off to Kelly. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes him from the 10 down to the 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Jamison Crowder from 3 yards out. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
McPherson on for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was all capped off on the touchdown reception by Jamison Crowder. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They run behind center with Spiller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start. Offense.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Richardson looking to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Now Richardson back to throw it. And that'll be caught by Tony. A gain of 4 last play. They double down here and get 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Patriots at 2-6 now in the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Personal foul. Basement. Defense.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. On the handoff, Spiller. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Commander's 14-yard line.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. 9 yards on the play there. They will set him up 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jake Ferguson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Pats have cut it back within a score. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Love. And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play fake. Here's Love. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on second and long. Love. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Love now. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken around the 12. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. This offense and Isaiah Spiller head back out. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too? Because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Richardson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Richardson to throw off play action. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Richardson. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. First possession of the second half now for Washington. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Love. His throw incomplete.
Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd down, a run with Carter. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. They get 8 yards back there, and they can use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. Love from the gun. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the give, it's Warren. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. A handoff for Warren. Ooh, the juke. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. Right back to Spiller on second down. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 41. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They keep it on the ground with Spiller. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. Open man here is Conklin. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Encroachment defense.
Yeah, the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. They go back to the ground with Spiller. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And he fires one, but incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And the Washington offense heading out. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. This is Kelly. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian at open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
A second down pass play, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Love. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. First down, going to the air with Love. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw now, here's Love. That's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now Love. Over the middle, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Patriots' 36-yard line.
Now Kelly. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. They'll check this one down to Carter. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that will bring up second down. A give up the middle to Keller. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a third down. New England on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Love looking to throw it. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, on third down, man said, forget about the sticks. We won 6. McPherson's kick is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. New England's offense set to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's an 8-yard pickup that leads to a new set of downs. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
At the Patriots' 37-yard line.
Back to throw. Love. That's a screenplay here for Carter. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a throw here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 2nd down. Running right with Keller. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down. Just 1 yard there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Love. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there. They're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Kelly. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. 1st and goal, Kelly. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. Carter. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Offense.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun. Love. Incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They run up the gut with Kelly. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down. A nice little game. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So the Patriots now down 20-13, a minute 53 remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Richardson. And he will find his man on the outside. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Holding. Offense.
So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20. Richardson to throw it. They'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Here's Richardson. A quick throw there is incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he will have the Patriots 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. A big play looming on 3rd down. Now Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. Now he'll spike it here with 20 seconds to go on the clock. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Richardson. That one caught by Rice. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, it's Spiller. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. The This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for the Commanders, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for New England, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.